Hello everybody and welcome to Embrace the Tech. My name is Dylan and today we're going to be going over a system build that I set up for you guys. This is going to be a $600 mid-range system. It is for gaming. That is what I set up the system for. So what I want to go ahead and go through here first is the case that I chose. Everybody has, of course, their own personal preference. So if you want a different case, go with a different case. So one thing I was actually pretty impressed with on this case for being a $50 case is one, I mean, you've got this big CPU cutout here, so if you guys put an aftermarket cooler on this, you're going to be able to fit that very easily. It does have the 3 slots down the side over here for some cable management. This case is actually set up pretty well for being a $50 case. It looks like cable management's not going to be too hard in it, and there are a lot of cases at this price that are just done just terribly, and they're not even worth buying. This is not one of those. Thermaltake actually is, in my opinion, a pretty reputable brand. I actually use some of their products and I've liked them. With that said, if you guys want a different case, have a different case, you can always use something else. This is just my opinion. So let's go ahead and take a look at the processor I chose for this build. This is going to be the FX4350 at 4.2 gigahertz. This is a Viscera processor. It's going to be an AM3 Plus socket. It's 125 watt TDP. It's a quad core. So this processor is going to be great for gaming. It is an FX series processor. Was launched in 2012. It's a great processor for what we're going to be using for. And at $130, can't really get much better than this. This is just a great CPU all around. And at $130, you just can't beat that. With that, let's look at the motherboard. Okay, I went ahead and chose the Asus M5A97. So this is an Asus product. I personally really love Asus products. Everybody has their kind of favorite. Asus is mine. So this board is priced at $89.99. It is a budget board, but it is a full ATX board. It has USB 3.0 native on the I/O panel. It's got a black PCB with the blue theme. Just a great looking board. And as you can see, you guys will see there's a few things on here that actually match what we're doing later in the build. So personally, I think the black PCB goes great with the black inside of a white case. I think that'll look fantastic. So just a few features on this. Of course, it supports 32 gigs of dual channel memory. It's got SATA 6. I mean, just a great board for the price. You can't really complain here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the RAM that I paired with this. It's going to be the Crucial Ballistics Sport Edition, 8 gigabytes, a 2x4 gig setup. So this is going to be just good RAM for what we're going for. It's obviously not the greatest. It's $65, but this RAM is still better than anything that you would get in just a computer you buy off the shelf. So this is still really good RAM. Now that we've taken a look at the memory we're going to be using, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual hard drive that we're going to put in this system. I chose a Western Digital Blue Edition 500 gig hard drive. It's a 7200 RPM mechanical drive. So this is going to be just a great all-around drive for what we're doing. You don't really need much more than this. I mean, if you guys are going to be storing a ton of music, a ton of videos, or just a ton of games, you guys could move up to a terabyte hard drive. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to power the whole system, and that's going to be our Corsair Builder Series. It's a 430 watt ATX power supply. It is non-modular, but it is 80 plus bronze certified. So this is going to be a good power supply. This is a great starting point. It gives us a little bit of flexibility if we want to move up. Plenty of power for the system that we're building here. Now, kind of the main event, in my opinion, is going to be our graphics card. This is a gigabyte graphics card. It's a GTX 650 Ti Boost. It's the 2 gig version. It has 192-bit bus, and it is GDDR5. So this is going to be a great graphics card. It's still going to outperform any of the current gen consoles, in my opinion. You'll actually be able to play many of the games at 1080p with like medium settings. So this is going to just be great for this system. It's a great mid-range card, and at $169, this is just what I would personally get. It's a great card, and like I was telling you guys, that blue theme with the Asus motherboard will go very great with the blue PCB of the gigabyte card. Plus you've got these great copper heat sinks with that, which I think just look fantastic on this card, and it's open enough that you can still see the PCB underneath, so it matches with the board. I personally think that look will go great in this system, but if you guys have a different choice, want to go with something else, hey, go for it. My opinion, I would choose this. Now, I also went ahead and just threw in on top, I threw in just a light-on, cheap $15 CD drive in case you want one, if for OS install or whatever. But a lot of people these days, myself included, don't really use a disk drive. OS install, you can use a USB drive. It's a lot easier. Plus, you can save the $15. Or if you have a CD drive laying around, just use that. Much simpler. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what our actual total price came out to here, and it came out to $615.92. So if you didn't get the DVD drive, the CD drive, you would be actually under $600 for this build. This is a great system for that price. I don't think you can really ask for much more. If I had $600, this is a system I would build. But of course, this isn't all about me. So in the comments, let me know what you guys would do differently, what you think I overlooked, if I overlooked anything. Just let me know your guys' opinion on this system build. But as far as that goes, you know, I appreciate you guys checking in on my video, watching my video, and let me know in the comments down below, like I said, anything you guys would do different. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I sure enjoyed making it for you. If you did like the video, please let me know in the comments down below. While you're there, hit that like and subscribe button. I know I'd really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Dylan, and I hope you all stick around for more videos from Embrace the Tech.